Thank you, Mr. Speaker. And can I join you in welcoming the Ukrainian ambassador to our proceedings? Mr. Speaker, with every passing hour, the world is witnessing the horrors of Putin's war in Ukraine. In Kherson, a family of 5, a mother, her parents, her 6-year-old daughter and her baby son were murdered in cold blood by Russian troops. In the same city, a 12-year-old boy watched his mother die as he desperately attempted to save her from the rubble of her own home. These are war crimes happening in Europe right now. Vladimir Putin is a war criminal. And one day soon, Putin must face justice in The Hague. Mr. Speaker, to prosecute Putin and his regime, the full range of war crime charges need to be used, including the crime of aggression by a state. But the UK has always refused to sign up to the prosecution of this crime in international law. Surely with Putin's crime of aggression in plain and horrific sight in Ukraine, now is the time to drop that opposition. Will the Prime Minister meet with me to discuss this? And will he amend the UK War Crimes Act? And will he support the ICC prosecution for Putin for his crimes of aggression against the people of Ukraine?
Well, Mr. Speaker, I'm in principle, of course, happy to meet the Honourable Gentleman at any stage, but I can tell him that what we have seen already from Vladimir Putin's regime in the use of the munitions that they have already been dropping on innocent civilians, Mr. Speaker, in my view, already fully qualifies as a war crime. And I know that the ICC prosecutor is already investigating, and I'm sure the whole House will support that.
In Blackford. I thank the Prime Minister for that answer, and let's work together across this House to make sure that Putin is prosecuted, that he is held to account. Mr. Speaker, just as we seek to punish and prosecute Putin for his crimes, we need to help the Ukrainian people right now. Hundreds of thousands of Ukrainians are fleeing the horrors of this war, and they desperately need refuge and sanctuary. The UN estimates that well over 500,000 Ukrainian refugees need urgent help, most of them women and children. This is a moment for Europe to stand united in the face of Putin's war. The European Union have acted and waived all visa requirements for Ukrainian refugees. The UK government stands alone in our continent in so far refusing to do the same. Nicola Sturgeon, Scotland's First Minister, has made clear our country stands ready to open our borders and our hearts to the people of the Ukraine, but the UK government must bring down the barriers. Will the Prime Minister join with our European partners and waive all visa requirements for the people of Ukraine who are fleeing war?
Mr. Speaker, the EU already, because of its Schengen border-free zone, has its own arrangements with Ukraine. They differed for a long time from those of the UK. But what we do have is a plan, Mr. Speaker, to be as generous as we possibly can to the people of Ukraine, and the numbers that will come just under our family reunion scheme could be in the hundreds of thousands, to say nothing of the special new path that we're opening up for those coming, the humanitarian path, Mr. Speaker, that is also uncapped. And I think that's the right thing to do. What we won't do, Mr. Speaker, is simply abandon all checks. We don't think that is sensible, particularly in view of the security concerns, the reasonable security concerns about people coming from that theatre of war.